welcome to this Get Chatty about your local business interview. And today we have Buddy with me.
My name is Buddy Sarant. I am an accountant. I work for my own practice. I am located in Collingwood on Smith Street, right across from the Woolworths is my practice.
So, Buddy, I have a few questions myself. Now, I'm not fishing for free advice, but then I think it will be all you need to do is give me some general ideas and bits and bobs there. So now I don't drive a lot, but I do have a car, and sometimes I just take in the car to see a client or something like that. What's your advice on that one?
Yeah, so if you are running a business and you use your car to travel from client to client, you are able to claim the deductions for the kilometers travel. That's the easiest way where you are keeping track of how many kilometers you travel. But the best way that I usually advise my client is keep your logbook, because if you keep a logbook of the trips that you do for the actual business, you will be able to claim a percentage of all the car running expenses, like the fuel, the depreciation if it's a brand new car, the insurance, registration, all the expenses that you could claim. Different to the set rate that it will be giving you a number of kilometers. Usually you are better off by doing a little bit of more homework and keeping a logbook for a 6 weeks period, and that will be prorated for the whole year. So it's a little bit of work. Some clients I advise them to do it because it gives them a better return when it comes to claiming the deduction. So what you have to do at the end of the year is keeping track of all the expenses to run the car.
I see. Wow, that actually I didn't know about that before. So thank you. Okay. So now the second question I have is, because until the foreseeable future, that I think I would spend quite a bit of time working from home, and so are all of my neighbors. Funny enough, that the entire building is actually working from home, which is why internet's horrible. But anyway, let's not go into that. But how about I'm sure that there are some things some expenses at home that we might be able to look into. What's your advice for that one?
Yeah, so most of my clients or everyone has been forced to work from home during COVID-19. However, claiming home office expenses has been in accounting as a claim for a long time. So my advice to my clients is always tell me how many hours, produce a diary, how many hours you work from home before COVID-19 and during COVID-19, because we are able to. Sometimes the 80 cents per hour doesn't provide a good return, a good claim, because when you use the other set rate per hour, you are able to add the mobile phone percentage that you use, the internet percentage that you use, and the computer depreciation or anything that you actually bought for your home office, you're able to provide it. So sometimes getting an accountant to do the calculation for you gives you a better return instead of just multiplying the 20 hours that I worked during COVID-19 times 80 cents. It's just not going to be worth or really efficient for your tax return. So keep a diary. That's the most important thing for your hours work from home. Even if it's before COVID, where you work from home doing additional during the weekend, working, preparing reports for the week, contacting clients, contacting your suppliers, all that work you can do from home, and you're not reimbursed by your employer because it's overtime or is considered to be outside your working hour. Although if you don't get it done, you're obviously not going to get paid. So therefore, you can claim a deduction for the hours that you work from home and the uses of your electricity, internet, mobile phone, and computer.
Buddy, sometimes I have some of the little things that I spend, like for example, donation or different type of insurance and such as. But how do I what defines as claimable and what are not?
Yeah, when it comes to donations, you gotta make sure that you are not counting the donations that you give to the homeless people on the street outside the Woolworths or outside the Coles. Those they are not deductible gift recipients. So you need to make sure that the person you are donating pretty much you're not, first of all, don't get anything in return. Like if you're donating to a charity that is offering you a dinner in a gala, that's not going to be considered a donation because you're getting something in return. But most like bushfire or the Cancer Council, things like that, that you don't get anything. It's just out of your own good heart. Those are charities that are registered and they can claim a deduction. You can claim a deduction for those amounts, and they are more than happy to provide a receipt that says that you have donated for the purpose of your tax. So those are the donations that you can claim. When it comes to insurance, income protection insurance is some people pay for it and they don't realize that they can claim it as a deduction. Usually has to be paid out of your own pocket and not through your superannuation when so it can be deductible. But in case you lose your job, you might be paying for this income protection insurance, so therefore it's deductible.
See, wow, that's interesting.
Oh, sorry. One more thing about insurance when it comes to medical levy. So most of my clients, so when they go over a certain threshold, which is $90,000, I usually recommend it to get private hospital cover, which is the insurance for their, in case they get injured. Having that private hospital cover as an insurance avoids them from paying the medical levy surcharge, which usually turns out to be more than what you would pay to a private hospital provider like Bupa or Medibank, one of those big firms. Sometimes less than what you would pay to the government. So that's something that I recommend them.
Do you have any other tips that you might want to share on this video?
Yeah, well, when it comes to perhaps the uniforms, if there's people out there wearing uniform and they wash it, make sure that you include that. Or if you purchase a specific clothing or protective clothing, is called, in order to get your job done efficiently and also being safe, make sure to keep your invoices intact and receipts. And for some clients, they're nurses, they're working in hospitality, they require special shoes, non-slip shoes, or tradies who purchase their boots or their heavy duty pants. Those things are tax deductible. So make sure that you keep your receipts and invoices. And when you come and meet your accountant, let them know that you are the ones who wash those uniforms, because you are able to claim a deduction for the number of times that you wash your uniform over the year. Also make sure that you wash your uniform by itself, because that provides you a higher claim than washing it along with all your clothing and all your personal items.
Well, look, I mean, that's why you should not mix your color and your light color clothes. Well, I mean, for me, I do that. I mean, I don't have a uniform, but then I separate my wash just to make sure that I can keep my clothes for longer. So, yeah, so thank you so much for all these advice. And please check out Texas Collingwood on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And please get chatty about your local business like that is. And like and share this content, because, like I said before, someone connected to you might be connected to someone who's looking for something like that. And we do need to get out there and support our local businesses. And yeah, so thank you so much. And now, can I get you to read out how people can find you, like your website and your social media handles?
Yes, so I'm Badis Ryan from Texas Accountants Collingwood, located on Smith Street, right across from the Woolworths. And the website is www.texasisau.com.au/Collingwood. And our phone number is 03-8594-1811.
Wonderful. So once again, thank you so much, and best of luck, and have a really nice evening.
Thank you, Arthur.